welcome to Fab Friday here at Spiegel Mom Scraps. So this week I'm going to take on Rachel's challenge, which was to use a large title and fall colors. I'm pretty sure I knocked it out of the park with the fall colors. The title, it's long. So I think it works as a large title. I'm just showing you some of the supplies I'm going to be using today. From the shop, I chose glassine bags and tags and some confetti hearts, and I'm going to pull just the yellow sequins out of the Believe in You sequin mix. And then I also pulled some of the Wonder Collection out by Crepe Paper. I do think about using some gold High Swap Color Shine, but I don't. And those are going to be our letters that we're going to use for our title. And we're going to Frankenstein them a little bit. I'm going to start by going through my 6x6 paper pad, and I'm going to pull 6 different patterns out that I like. Once I have those patterns chosen, I'm going to go ahead and cut those patterns into 1-inch strips, and then I'm going to ink them with my always handy and useful Vintage Photo Distress ink, which is my very favorite distress ink. And so I'm just choosing warm colors that go with my photo and that I think are fallish. So we have some browns and some oranges and a little bit of teal. And then here I put my photo down, taped it down to my 8.5 by 11 white cardstock, and then remembered I wanted to put the glassine bag and the doily, which is also from the shop, on to underneath my photo. So I tore it up, which of course tore the cardstock, but not my photo, and I just started over again, as you do sometimes. So I'm taking that glassine bag and I'm using it as a white on white layer along with the doily. I love to use glassine bags for layers behind photos. I've been using them kind of a lot recently on a lot of layouts, and I really, really, really like the look. It gives it almost like a vellum-y kind of look, but also some texture, and it kind of bulks the picture up a little bit. It's really, really, I really like it a lot. So you'll probably see me doing that again quite often. And then I cut my doily in half because I hoard them and I want to use every little bit of every little doily, and I don't want to have them end up going to waste. So there is my photo with the layers behind it, and now I'm going to work with those 1-inch strips that I cut. I am just centering my photo here. I want to make sure that my photo is centered onto my page, equal distance from the top, equal distance from the bottom, to make embellishing. I really was careful about this. So now I'm taking these 1-inch strips and I'm kind of going to line them up on the right of my photo, but I'm going to make them a little wonky, not super straight. I'm also going to put some on top of the glassine bag. I'm going to put some under the glassine bag. And now I'm going to go right ahead and work with my title. So my titling took a little bit of time on this layout because I didn't have enough M's. So you'll see how I deal with that. We also have a lovely cozy theme going on this month. So for Spiegel Mom Scraps, you will find lots of cozy layouts all month long, both on the blog and on the YouTube channel. So if you want some warm and cozy layout designs, definitely keep up with the videos on the YouTube channels and the blog posts that are coming up. So my title is going to be Cozy with Mom, but I don't have enough M's. So what I decided to do is to give the layout a little bit of a cohesive look, to give the letters a little bit of a cohesive look. I'm going to take 2 W's. See, there's the M, but I decided I don't like the look of a W flipped around in that word because it's very obvious that those are 2 different types of letters. So instead, I'm going to flip my M around and make it a W, and then flip the W's around and make them M's, so that my W is the only letter that looks like that and my 2 M's match. And I do think I think it works. I think it looks good. I think it's an easy way to use up some letter stickers. And in my house, we need lots of M's on layouts. That's one of the consonants I run out of first. So now I've taken this tag and I've put some distress ink on it. I've also taken 2 strips of my 6x6 pad and I've put them at the top and the bottom of my layout. This grounds an area that I can put some little embellishments at the top and the bottom, and I like the way that it looks there. So I just took some twine, some little fibers from my stash that were kind of fuzzy, and used those in my tag. And then I also wrote the date for this layout. Now I'm using this 6x6 pad that is a mini version of the cut apart sheet, and I'm going to cut apart lots of little bits from this paper, and I'm going to use it primarily as my embellishment. I'm also going to use all 4 of the puffy stickers on my layout and the confetti. So now I'm just working with embellishing. So I'm going to go ahead and start at the bottom here, and I'm going to create 3 clusters of embellishments, and each cluster is going to contain some of those cut apart sheets, and they're also going to contain the cork confetti hearts and the sequins in any puffy sticker. So I always start at one part of my layout and work my way around. So at this time, I started at the bottom. That's not always the case. Sometimes I start at different spots, but for this layout, I started at the bottom and worked my way up with embellishing. So now I have most of my embellishments done and on the page, and you'll just see me kind of finish up with the embellishing here. Be sure to check out Rachel's challenge on the 15 Minutes to Scrap with Spiegel Mom Scraps Facebook group. You can find the challenge pinned to the top of the page, and we all enjoy seeing everyone's creations every month. And there's also an opportunity, if you play along with the challenge, to win a prize. Also, be sure to subscribe to the Spiegel Mom Scraps YouTube channel so that you can see all the girls' layouts. There's usually 3 to 4 videos every week posted, and this month, of course, we're doing our cozy theme, as well as a couple other fun things coming up with the shop. And I believe there's going to be some new sequin releases later this month, so you definitely want to take a look and keep up to date with all the sparkly goodies. So this will complete the layout for today. I will see you next week for Fab Friday again, and have a wonderful Friday. Bye!